Hey, it's time for another AEW Dynamite watch along with your old pal, Big Bad Boris. And as usual, I like to pop on just a few minutes early and clear up some housekeeping of what's going down. Of course, coming up on the 23rd of January, it is LPW number 44, our first show of the year, back at our home at the Rec Room Southampton Common. It is Great Scott. Tickets available right now at Tixr.com, TAXR.com. If you cannot be there live in Edmonton to check out the show, we will be streaming live on IWTV at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, I'm very excited about Saturday Night Love, the CZW Cage of Death open house Christmas party. Always a tremendous fiesta. That's coming up Saturday over on the Twitch, 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I don't have a graphic for it. Maybe somebody can send me one, but the Between Two Beards up there open house Christmas party gimmick going on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Eastern as well. So stick around. We've got AEW Dynamite 3 hours tonight coming up in just a couple minutes. Good evening. It's time for AEW Watch Along with Boris.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, jazz hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.
The ring's all set, the lights are bright, so settle in, it's Wednesday night. With matches stacked, the action's prime. AEW's love is Dynamite time, and with Big Bad Boris, we're ready to roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll.
It is indeed time to kick off the night and rock and roll with a 3-hour episode of AEW Dynamite. I guess it's Dynamite and Collision. We are coming to you from Manchester in the United Kingdom. I don't know if we're actually live or if this was taped this afternoon, because I know time zones are a thing. But we're live on the air, and we have Jon Moxley and Roderick Strong in the ring for a Blue League match. We're not even doing entrances. We got a lot to get to today, I guess. There's no time for entrances. I hear they sold around 10 grand, 10,000 tickets or so for this show. So nice big crowd for the boys and girls to work in front of. If you're here in the local Edmonton area, I hope you are safe from the snowstorm, the snow mania, the snowmageddon that we had today. The ride home was a little bit dicey. It looks like the snow may have stopped, but I'm not sure how I feel about getting back on the roads tomorrow morning. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But right now, it is all about Roderick Strong and Jon Moxley. Now, I think we should have Moxley lose again. I mean, if this is we're planting seeds for a story here, logic would say that Moxley would lose this match as well. But again, what do I know? Nothing. I believe we are signing a contract tonight for the main event of, what is it, World's End? That's the next pay-per-view? All kinds of fun stuff going on tonight on Dynamite. Well, I thought we were going to the back for... Oh. See, I like this little voiceover type thing they have from Renee Paquette in the back. It's giving it a very sports feeling. This tournament is I don't know. I like it. It gives us a reason to have some great matches. Not that we need excuse to have great matches. We can do that anyway. But the more sports-like presentation, I dig. Also, speaking of sports-like presentations, can somebody please explain to me the NBA Cup? Because I don't understand the NBA Cup. It was like a tournament inside the season, and you win, and then you win the NBA Cup. Like, what's the point of the NBA Cup? So if there's anybody out there who's like really smart when it comes to basketball, explain the NBA Cup to me. Also, I was told I was going to be joined by Mr. Spencer Love tonight, but as of yet, that is as of yet to happen. I also like the little teases they're doing with Roderick Strong on the conglomeration. In my mind, there'll be a big, payoff to this story where Roddy finally, says, yes, I will join. I will conglom along with you. But we'll have to wait on that as well. Some good stuff on Collision this past week, too. The Jet Speed match was good. The Takeshita is always good. I didn't watch the, was it AEW Dark StockingStuffer.com or whatever that was. I didn't get a chance to check that out, but I heard there was like 4 or 5 matches, 6 matches, but the whole thing was like half an hour. So I don't know if it's just super short matches or what the deal was with that, but maybe I'll have to go back and check that out. I will tell you, very excited about the Cage of Death open house Christmas party on Saturday. My only fear, much like Sum 41, is that nobody will come to my Christmas party, and I'll have to trash my own house party. Now, last time I had an open house, people showed up. There was a white shirt and a judge. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens this coming Saturday. But nonetheless, I'm excited for we just have to decide what episode of Cage of Death or like which year of Cage of Death we're going to watch. And I'll explain the significance of Cage of Death and Christmas because there is a tie-in. Yeah, it looks like a nice, decent crowd for the old Impact tonight. Oh, yeah, there's a big 8-woman tag match tonight, too. The Babes of Wrath and a whole bunch of other people. Oh, yes, in the 750,000-pound match tonight. Also, 750,000 pounds is my weight. All right, we're going to commercial, so I will handle some a little bit of business here again. Coming up right here on these channels tomorrow night, of course, is the Between Two Beards open house Christmas party. That's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time if you're locally here in Edmonton with Pluggo and JPJ, 2 of the finest folks I know. Then my own version of the open house party. It is the CZW Cage of Death open house party Christmas special episode of Saturday Night Love. And then, of course, LPW numero 40. What is it, 44? Yes, LPW 44 on the 23rd of January at the Rec Room, South Edmonton Common. If you could not be there in person, we will be streaming live on IWTV, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern Time is when the whole shindig gets underway. We got more Dynamite, so hang out. I swear to God, I just saw a commercial here in Canada. I want to say it was for Canadian Tire, but I might be wrong. Where a guy got his girlfriend's dad for Secret Santa and bought him one of those like massager things that's a massager. And I find that odd. Maybe that thing's not a massager, and somebody who's in the Canadian audience can explain to me what I'm not understanding about that commercial. Well, we're back with Jonathan Moxley, Roderick Strong, a blue, I want to say, a blue league. I'm also surprised how worked up people are over John Cena's last match. Now, we talked a lot about this last week on Saturday Night Love, but I thought the whole thing was handled really well. I have no problem with him tapping out. And the way he walked out, I mean, I don't understand what people were wanting or expecting. I mean, people have been drawing comparison to Sting's match and Sting's last match and him winning, but a little bit different because it was, a tag team match. But I mean, I don't think John Cena had a problem going out on his back. In fact, it may very well have been his idea. I don't want to put words in his mouth. I don't know the man. I've never met the man, but he understands how this whole thing works. And I thought the whole thing was done, like me as a non WWE viewer, I thought the whole thing was handled very well. Both barrels were unleashed on Jon Moxley. Yeah, I think Moxley taking an L here would be really interesting for future story purposes. But I guess we have to wait and see. I never know what to call that move. I don't want to call it the Olympic slam. I don't want to call it the angle slam. Does it have a real name? It's sort of a backdrop driver, but kind of not really. Oh, we're a week away from the pay-per-view. These pay-per-views, AEW used to run less pay-per-views, so these ones are sneak up on us a lot faster than they used to. I like their old pay-per-view model. I like the 6 a year or whatever, build up for a couple of months. Too much going on. Don't get yourself disqualified, Roddy. Come on now. Can't say the F word on television. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He stomped on his toe. I mean, that's the way to counter stuff. Oh, down hard across the solid steel steps. And if professional wrestling has taught us anything, the steel steps weigh 17 tons. And Jon Moxley is lucky to be alive. I'm going to send Spencer a message now. He got my hopes all up, and then he dashed them. I think we've only had one draw the whole tournament so far. I think we had one on Collision on Saturday. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Takeshita. And whoever Takeshita wrestled. The super duperplex. Half the time, it works every time. Well, they love their chants over there, don't they? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh yeah, we can't get out of the. I should do a tally. I wish I had. Oh, I do. I have a Sharpie, but I have nothing to write on. I want to do a boo yay forearm exchange tally of how many times we see it on the show tonight. That's one. Oh, I know. We could do it on one of these things. Hang on a sec. I got it all figured out. Here we go. I figured it out. All right, there we go. We got the forearm exchange count on the bottom of the screen. So we're going to count how many times we get the stupid booyah forearm exchange throughout the show. It reminds me years ago when the Young Bucks were in Ring of Honor. Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino were the commentators. And I thought they were a great team. I quite enjoyed Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino as commentators. But when the Young Bucks were in Ring of Honor, they, for one or two episodes of ROH TV, they had a super kick counter on the screen, and they would count every super kick. So that's kind of like what we're doing here, but with forearm exchanges instead of super kicks. I think that if one person wins this match, the other one is eliminated from contention to win. So I'm assuming that we are going to get a draw here. But again, what do I know? Nothing. Oh, it's the Survivor finale tonight. I have to stay clear of those old spoilers. Is Moxley going to tap out? He's been known to do that lately. The strong hold. Roddy changed his grip here, so to speak. Oh, Roddy, right into the clutches of John Moxley. It's the pair. Oh, yeah. Also, shout out to Mick Foley for being the GOAT. That's good stuff right there, Mick. I got nothing but love and respect for you, my friend. Moxley with the cover. The Death Rider on Moxley gets the win. So Roddy is now eliminated. And Moxley, working his way back into contention, is now second place. "13 collisions, including 3 hit and runs, 1 personal injury, 9 counts of property damage between 5 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Wednesday." Yeah, it's been snowpocalypse here in Edmonton, and it's not been great. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a match. Swerve and Joe and Hangman. Now, I know they can't resist themselves, so I know that I don't know, but I'm quite sure that some sort of stipulation will be added. Oh, here's Eddie Kingston. Oh, we're getting a challenge laid out from Eddie Kingston. And here comes Don Callis, who is not the most popular guy in the room. Don Callis eats tuna pizza. I don't get what that means. Alrighty, so here comes Takeshita. I wonder how they came up with gold and blue. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just curious. Oh. Oh, is this the $1 zillion match? I think it is. The greatest luchador since Mil Mascaras. Here comes Hechicero. I'm in the middle of watching the CMLL 92nd anniversary show. I was big. I went years ago. I was really, really big. I'd watched a lot of lucha. I tried to get my hands on as much like AAA and CMLL as I could years ago. Kind of fallen out, and I'd like to get back into it. I just don't have time to watch all the stuff I want to watch. I'd like have to quit my job, but like whenever I watch lucha, like I know what I'm getting into it, or like I know what I'm getting from it. But yeah, I dig it. I also checked out a Dragon Gate, or I'm in the process of checking out a Dragon Gate show. Again, big, huge fan of Tori Mon and Dragon Gate way back in the day, and still around. So I'm checking out one of those shows to see what they're all about and if they're still good. But I just can't do too many things. I just don't have the time. Here comes the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, who has lost a grand total of one singles match all year, according to the statisticians at All Elite Wrestling. And here comes to the Elite music, the old Elite music. Oh, the fans knew the words to the Be the Elite music. I don't know the words to the Be the Elite music. Nonetheless, here comes Kenneth Omega. Who retires first, Kenny Omega or AJ Styles? That's a good question, actually. I should write that down. Now, you need to remind me about the forearm exchange counter because I will forget because I am not all that smart. Oh, we get Don Callis on commentary, which I'm all for. Now, this should be a lot of fun. Alrighty, there's the bell, and we are underway. Yeah, this should be fun. Yeah, AJ or Kenny Omega, who retires first? That's interesting. Because I know AJ said he's got a year left, but that was a little while ago. And I know Kenny's been kind of talking about it a bit too. I love that Tony Schiavone says telecast. I mean, it makes me think of the old WCW shows. 2 hours of Monday Nitro telecast right here on TNT. Yeah, why do we got like 86 baby faces in the ring all at once? I mean, come on now. Let's get one of these guys out of here, Rick Knox. What's going on here? I don't think that Judge Ben Omen likes Rick Knox. If he pops in the chat, we'll ask him later. All right, we've gone into commercial, and I just got a bunch of text messages from work. So bear with me while I check those, and we'll be back momentarily with more AEW Dynamite. We are back. I read my work texts, and now we're back to this trio's $1 million, 750,000 pounds. And I will say, to my knowledge, unless it happened in the commercial break, there has been no yay boos in this match, but I'm sure there's going to be one. He would have kicked out of that diverticulitis in a week. Oh, we had some teamwork with Okada and Takeshita, but boy, oh boy, these two just can't seem to get it together. Okada is not impressed with this turn of events. I like Hechicero a lot. I'm a fan. And this like weird gimmick he does, I'm down with that. I'm down with all this stuff. Kenny Omega snaps off the Hurricane Run. Kenny landed right on his ass. Tandem offense from the Elite, even though Kenny Omega's part of it looked kind of like dog shit, but not everything can be a home run. And the Elite stand tall in the ring. They're going to do that runny, divey, jumpy thing they do. Three suicide dives. And it was an incredible Dynamite moment we all just witnessed, according to Tony Schiavone. And Tony Schiavone would never lie to me. Oh, the hammer lock into the backbreaker. That's kind of cool. All right, this match will continue, which gives us a moment to talk some business. The business of tomorrow night's Between Two Beers open house party right here, back on the channels. 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe is the time. I think it says it right on there, to be honest. So check that out with Pluggo and JPJ, two fabulous, fabulous folks. And of course, the Saturday Night Love CZW Cage of Death open house Christmas party coming up this Saturday, 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern over on the Twitch. We're going to watch a Cage of Death match, which has a Christmas tie-in that I'll explain on Saturday. And, of course, the big LPW number 44 coming up on January 23rd, back at home at the Rec Room. Tickets available if you're in the Edmonton area at Tixter.com. If you are not in the Edmonton area, you can join us live on IWTV, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. Stephen Crow will defend the LPW Grand Championship against the number one contender in the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw. And, of course, 3 tag teams, but only one tag team championship. Harry Lear will defend against both the Short Kings and the Mad Lads, which is going to be something to see. It's going to be a sight to see. And that's all coming up again on January 23rd. There is much more Dynamite to come, so stick around. Man, I got to stay off Twitter because I'm going to get the finale of Survivor spoiled for me. It's that damn Ella J. She's tweeting it. Damn you, Ella J. All right, we're back. The $1 million, 750,000 pound match continues. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Oh, Matt Jackson. All over the place. Still, that back has been a problem for Matt Jackson for like 10 years. But he still gets in there and gets it done. Tony Schiavone talking about the lower back problem of Matt Jackson. I think he's got me in his ear, feeding him lines like Vince McMahon. Keep it up, Tony. You're doing great. Okada and Takeshita working together. Oh, not for long. Beautiful work from Nicholas Jackson. I read their book. Good book. Nice, easy read. Good story. I enjoyed it. I have Natties, and I keep forgetting that I bought it, so I haven't actually. I've read like the first 2 chapters, and I keep forgetting that it's sitting on my night table. So I need to get into that because I hear it's really good. Two Takeshita able to kick out. Big heavy forearm from Takeshita. When I was younger, I thought Rancho Cucamonga was made up, but it's like actually a real place. Again, Nick Jackson. What an athlete. There's the tag. And he wants Kenny. Kazuchika wants Kenny. Kenny wants Kazuchika. Another chapter will be written in the rivalry. I miss front row Sting. I like when front row Sting is there. Oh, there it is. We have our second boo yay. I have to adjust. Hold, please. We are now at 2 forearm exchanges. I knew this was going to happen. Oh, could be looking for that one-winged angel. Ooh, that's Cesaro. And the fans are loving it here in Manchester or wherever it is that we are. Saginaw, Michigan. We are not in Saginaw, Michigan. I would like to go to Saginaw, Michigan. Matt saving his brother Nick. What are we doing here? Everything looking good for the Young Bucks right now. Ooh, Okada. Big knee strike. That might be enough to get it done. Oh, but Kenny Omega's there to make the save. And this match will continue. Oh, Okada and Takeshita, they just don't see eye to eye. Hechicero begging and pleading. Tag to Kenny. Ooh, the Snapdragon suplex. There's one for Hechicero. There's one for Okada. And the Elite are in the driver's seat. And Hechicero, who I assume is only there to take the fall. Kenny hits the V trigger. He's a big boy to get up on your shoulders like that. What are we doing? Is this a spike? One-winged angel. And the Elite have won the bazillion $1 million. And everyone's happy. Uh-oh. The Don Callis family will not take this line down. But now Takeshita and Takeshita and Okada. Well, they might need that $1 million to pay their medical bills. That's what I'd say if I was Don Callis and I was on commentary. Oh, Don Callis getting in the ring to try to keep the peace here. What the hell? Omega has a broom. I mean, he was the cleaner. And Rick Knox hands Kenny Omega the bag of cash. Oh, but the contract signing is coming up next on Dynamite. All right, contract signing coming up. Hang out. All right, we're back on AEW Dynamite. I know we're about to have a contract signing, but I think the president of the United States is also about to address the nation. So good luck with that, my American friends. Let me know how that all goes. All right, here comes the Hangman, our first introduction. Hangman with the chain still. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of gimmick attached to this match, I think. I'm pretty sure Tony can't help himself. There's a white guy with cornrows in the front row, and I don't know how I feel about that. All right, here comes Swerve. And of course, we have the dancing, the talented dancing of one Mr. Prince Nana. I thought they got rid of the Speed Championship. I guess not. Prince Nana has like bedazzled jeans on. Fabulous. All right, and here comes your AEW champion, Samoa Joe, aka Hawaiian John, with Hook and Powerhouse House. Where's Shimano? Is he dead? There's no table. This is interesting. Usually there's a table for a contract signing, but we're table free. You don't talk to Tony Schiavone that way. That's rudeness. I think he's got a bedazzled like jean jacket to match the bedazzled jeans. Wait a minute. I noticed Swerve also has a chain. I wonder if some sort of chain type stipulation is about to become a part of this. Oh, snap. Oh, now we're talking some smack, some smizak. I don't know how Vince let Swerve go. Guy can work. Guy can talk. Great look. He's got a cool factor that off the charts, in my opinion. Now, in fairness, I did not see his WWE run because I'm not a WWE viewer, but I'd like to think that'd be somebody they would want to hang on to. Fernando. Hey, how you doing, boss? I'm doing well. We're 3-hour dynamiting it up tonight. We're a third of the way home. And the guy in cornrows, the white guy in cornrows in the front row is distracting me. Can't say the SH word on television. Maybe you can. I have to use the little Boris's room. I mean, that's fair. We have seen that, but we've also seen, these guys with Joe. So I think it's going to be good. Boo, Hook. Boo this man. He said the SH word again. Ted Turner is not going to stand for this. Oh. You can't talk about this godforsaken town that way. Yeah, I wonder how long Ospreay is going to be out for. Probably still a while, I would assume. Can we just write our names down on the goddamn pieces of paper? It's like tribal council all over again. I need a fringy jacket. Fernando, think I could pull off a fringy jacket like that? You'd have to kill like 8 cows to get one big enough for me, but also we've had 2 matches and 2 forearm exchanges. I have the forearm exchange counter going on below. The lights have gone out. What could this possibly mean? My God. It's Maxwell Jacob Friedman himself. Complete with Christian-esque pyro. This should be interesting. It does not change the fact that I have to pee, but I mean, still. Welcome back, MJF, indeed. The scarf doesn't really match the suit. I mean, I'm not really a fashion conscious kind of dude, but all right. MJF has written his name on said contract. I don't know if that's legally binding. I didn't know MJF had a guaranteed world title shot. Okay. All right, the cheap heat machine is about to do what it does. Let's all sit back and enjoy. Hangy? You do better than that. Settle down, Hawaiian John. Ah, Sloppy Joe. Come on, dude. Really? Oh, and they're going to chant Sloppy Joe. Come on, people. We're better than this. Be better than this. Gluteus Maximus. What is happening? Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. Can't resist. Can't resist. Good God, how long is this promo? Holy moly, are we done here? An explosive return for MJF. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't drink the MJF Kool-Aid. I mean, good promo and solid in-ring guy. It's just it always comes off as low-hanging fruit to me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't explain it in the right way that makes sense to anyone other than me. But I really, really have to go to the bathroom. My buddy Speedball. Can we just go to commercial, please? Okada and Kevin Knight. So why are they doing Collision today and doing Collision on Saturday? I don't understand how anything works. All right, they're not going to commercial, but I am. I'll be back. I apologize, but I had to use the little Boris's room. We are back with the introduction to our 8-woman tag team matchup as the Timeless Love Bombs and the Babes of Wrath are making their way or have made their way to the ring. And I believe we'll be going to commercial somewhere in the middle of this match, which will make me look foolish, but that is okay. I've stopped looking at social media because I don't want spoilers for Survivor and the presidential address, as dumb as that sounds. So we have the Timeless Love Bombs and the Babes of Wrath against, what is it, Mercedes Moné, Athena, Marina Shafir, and Megan Bayne, I believe, is what we got going on here. And the fans chant for Tony Storm. Harley Cameron on the receiving end of a rather savage forearm. What's up, David? Thanks for hanging out and tuning in. It is 8-woman tag team action on Dynamite after we just witnessed the shocking return of MJF moments ago. Oh, we got to keep an eye out for a forearm exchange in this match. I'm sure there'll be one. I will bet. Who do you think it's going to be? It's going to be Willow and Athena. That's what I think. That's my guess. I have nothing to base that on other than my gut feelings. Megan Bayne has a pretty fantastic look. Good God, that was awful. Awfully done. Horribly done. Oh my God, we have the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal tonight too. Next Wednesday is Christmas Eve. I will not be here. Hello, Aussie Lucian. How are you? We are in the middle of an 8-woman tag match after we just witnessed the return of MJF to the inserting himself in the 3-way match, main eventing the next pay-per-view, which is now a 4-way match, main eventing the next pay-per-view. And now, of course, they go to commercial. Sorry, guys, I couldn't hold it any longer. But we can talk about a couple of things really quick while we're in commercial. We can talk about LPW at number 44 coming up on January 23rd at the Rec Room South Edmonton Common. Tickets available if you're in the local area at Tixter.com. If you're not local to here in Edmonton, you can check us out on IWTV, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night on these same channels is the Between Two Beards Open House Christmas Party. So check that out with JPJ and Pluggo, two of my favorite people in all the universe. And I will be back on Saturday night for the Saturday Night Live CZW Cage of Death Open House Christmas Party. Shenanigans and nonsense will be aplenty. 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern over on the Twitch. That is everything we got going on in the near future in the Love Wrestling area. Well, don't you worry. I will let you know all of everything that's going on this mega packed edition of AEW Dynamite. Ben Oman, I was talking about you earlier on today. We were talking about Rick Knox. Rick Knox was not doing a good job of refereeing earlier, in my opinion. I was talking about you. My favorite Back to the Future movie, I like the first one. hate the second one, and quite enjoyed the third one. I didn't like the second Back to the Future. The cowboy one, though, I thought was all good. So that's my 2 cents on the whole Back to the Future thing. Anything else you want to ask me while we're in commercial? You got questions? You got Q's? I got A's. Yes, I remember you mentioning when we were talking that Rick Knox not one of your favorites. Now, are we going to see you, Judge Ben Oman, on Saturday night at the Cage of Death open house Christmas party on Saturday Night Love? And also, we have to figure out which Cage of Death match we're going to watch on Saturday. There is a plethora. There's like 21 different Cage of Death matches. Paul Turner's fabulous. I agree with that. So we have to decide which of the 21 Cage of Death matches we're going to watch. One of them has Shane Swerve Strickland in it, if memory serves me correctly. All right, we are back from commercial. Our 8-woman tag team match continues in front of a packed house at the Manchester Co-op Live Arena, whatever that is. You have a Christmas party you're attending, and White Shirt will be there, so I'm sure I can come on for a bit. Now, why would White Shirt be at the same Christmas party that you would be at? Is there something going on here that I don't know about? Or is it none of my goddamn business? Because that's a suitable answer. Toni Storm and her red boots are legal. You're his new manager. Oh, you're mutual friends. Oh, I see. You're mutual friends of the thing. I gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not easy to put up with White Shirt William Taylor. I know he ended up at my house, if you'll remember. Well, you have 2 Christmas parties to attend that night, including the Cage of Death open house Christmas party. Maybe I'll just put the link for the stream out on my social media and just let whoever the hell shows up show up. How's that for chaos? Maybe we'll do that. That's unprecedented. Or maybe it is precedented. I don't know. Marina Shafir and her bare feet handling business against Toni Storm. Now, we have not had a forearm exchange yet. Oh, no, we're getting it right now. There it is. I was half right. Megan Bayne and Willow Nightingale, not Megan Bayne and Athena, but that still counts as a forearm exchange, which means I can now update the forearm exchange counter to 3. Also, I'd like to point out there has been 3 matches on the show, meaning there has been 1 on every match. And I bet this match will probably have another one before it's over. In case you don't know, I hate the forearm exchange. It is played out and it is lame. Megan Bayne with the Hurricane Rana. Whoa. Whoa, you can't say the F word on television. What is wrong with these people? There's bodies everywhere. That's a weird dive from Athena. Kind of stepped through the rope. I mean, I guess it's safe, you know. Oh, but the pounce from LPW alumnus. I don't know what the correct term is. Willow Nightingale, who was cool as shit when she was here. Big fan. Big dive. Megan Bayne faces the brunt. The brunt has been faced. Athena hits the O-face. Mercedes Moné gets the pin. No one likes a loose Band-Aid. Is that another reference that I don't understand? Is that like 6'7" skibbity toilet? Something that I don't get? So the evil women get the victory. Oh, we got Kyle Fletcher and Pac up next. Now, the problem with this match, Kyle Fletcher and Pac, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic, but it's heel on heel, which, can be maybe not the best for the fans, but nonetheless, we enjoy the professional wrestling, so we'll check that out. That will be on after commercial, so stick around. We'll be right back. All right, we turn our attention to the Golden League of the Continental Classic. Here comes Pac, however the hell you say it. I mean, I guess now that I think about it and stop being, pardon me, hiccups, being an idiot, Pac is kind of the babyface in this match just due to the home country advantage. It's funny if you go like what a journey and a transformation he's had since the Adrian Neville with the weird cape, super smiley baby face to what he is now. It's night and day, and the transformation's been fabulous to watch. And even before he signed with WWE and his, independent run, he's put together a pretty solid career and a really, really respectable body of work. Now, Kyle Fletcher, I'm confused. I feel like this is the guy they want to build as the next guy. but there's very, very 50-50 booking with this guy. He's got some big wins, but also taken some big losses. And I'm just kind of confused as to maybe he's not the next guy and I'm wrong. Another update from Renee Paquette, which I quite enjoy. All righty. Kyle Fletcher's pants came off much smoother than what they did on the Botchamania episode that I watched today. So far, off to a good start. I'm not sure exactly what they're chanting, but we haven't done what Boris is having for dinner tonight either. Next commercial, we'll do that. I'm sure you're dying to know. Even the all black gear of Pac, like just everything works. So yeah, I thought like the first 2 hours tonight was Dynamite, and the last hour was Collision. But I guess there still is a Collision on Saturday afternoon. So it's a lot of AEW this week. We got Okada and Kevin Knight on Saturday. That should be fun. Yeah, nice big crowd. Looks good on camera too. I think they should have lit the crowd a little bit more. But I mean, I guess you got what you got when you're down there. Whoa, look at that bump. What an athlete. I broke the seal. Shouldn't have broke the seal. If I could give a little piece of advice to the younger generation out there, never break the seal. I got to move my new on-air sign. My giant head is blocking it. I got to figure out plan B. I think I have an idea, though. Look at the shoulders of the traps on this guy. Cognizant. That's a good word. It's a book learning word. I'm going to steal that. I might have said that. I wish there was a way that AI could just scour through every match I've ever called and see if I've ever used the word cognizant. Maybe one day. That's the kind of world I want to live in. All right, this Gold League match in the Continental Classic will continue. Stick around. There's more Dynamite to come. Oh, it's an Amazon commercial where the boyfriend buys the dad what looks like a handheld massager, and it's weird. And oh, he does. He puts it on his shoulder, and yeah, okay, whatever, dude. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. More Dynamite coming up. Okay, I don't know what's going on in the comment section, but I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole. We are back live on AEW Dynamite. Yeah, this is solid, but yeah, I mean, I would expect nothing less from these two guys for sure. We came down pretty good on his head from that overhead throw in the buckle. You never want to see that, but what do we still got? We still got Orange Cassidy. I mean, you got another hour and 15 left in this. We got to have at least a couple more matches. Has there been a Bouye forearm exchange in this match yet? It's got to be coming up. It's got to be coming up. They're not going to let me down. Old Pack going up the high rent district here in Manchester. Fletcher down to the floor, but if you know Pac, you know you are not safe on the floor. Beautiful moonsault. Fletcher just getting the shoulders up. Yeah, so there's Collision tonight, Holiday Bash at 10 p.m. And then Collision Saturday, Holiday Bash. I'm so confused. We have two different collisions? Whatever. Just let it be what it is, Boris. Oh, tonight we get FTR and the Bang Bang Gang. That will help. Oh, we got, Masquerade Rana and Orange Cassidy. That'll help fill up the last hour here. Poison Rana, the poisoniest Rana of all. Oh, and the goddamn Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. That'll probably be the main event. Super duper set out powerbomb. But Pac kicks out. Pac, I don't know. Leave me alone. Caught him in midair. A standing brutalizer. Fletcher gets to the ropes. Oh, Fletcher's fading. Oh, he got the feet or the foot on the rope. I thought he was done for. Oh, needs to put his foot on the gas. I say that. I think Excalibur is studying my tapes. Obviously, that is a joke, and I'm not serious about that. Pac up to the top. Does he still do the red arrow, the black arrow, or the green arrow, whatever it's called? This is where Fletcher kicks into that second gear. Big brainbuster. Pac kicks out of the brainbuster. Yep, I'm a fan of the Continental Classic. Just, it's good wrestling for the sake of good wrestling. Like, I love a good storyline. Don't get me wrong. But the storyline can be the wrestling. Does that make sense? Trying to hit that superplex. That's a great shot. Shows all the fans. Great shot. Are we poison Ronning off the top rope? Because I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, yes, we are. And now Pac going to the top. The fans are on their feet. Even the white guy with cornrows, is all fired up. The Black Arrow. And Pac gets the win over Kyle Fletcher, which again confuses me about the booking of Kyle Fletcher. But I mean, it's just my theory, and I don't know nothing about nothing. So where are we at now? Okada, Bailey, and Fletcher have 6 points. Oh, and Pac has 6 points too. And poor Jack Perry, sitting all alone. Oh my God, the Dynamite Battle Royal is next. Stick around. We're going to Battle Royal it up in just a couple of minutes. All right, we're back, and I believe we're getting ready for the Battle Royal. I'm hearing the Jungle Jack Perry music. I wish we were hearing Taz sing it. That's my favorite thing. My favorite part of Botchamania is the that pops me every time. If I could make that my ringtone, I would do it. Okay, why is everybody on the floor? All right, there's Max Caster. We got Shelton Benjamin. Here comes both members of Brodito. Wait a minute. This is why we can't have nice things. Is because of Ricochet. Ace Austin. This might be the first time we've seen Ace Austin on Dynamite. Okay, the bell is rung. We have half the guys on the floor. Like, how does this work? Is this just like a normal over-the-top rope battle royal, or is there more to this that I don't understand? Okay, you have to be thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. Okay. So this will come down to two men who will meet in a singles match 1 week from tonight. So we won't even know who wins the Dynamite ring gimmick thing. I don't know, man. My God, what a cluster of nonsense this is. There's guys on the outside. There's guys on the inside. I don't know who's in the damn thing. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. I love that shit. Unapologetically, that whole thing did not go the way they planned because he was supposed to be the heel. And the other guy whose name I can't remember, and that's no disrespect to him. I just don't have good short-term memory. Anthony Bowens is supposed to be the babyface, but it just didn't play out that way. That's one of those things where the fans tell you what they want. Are the Acclaim doing Acclaim things? They are doing Acclaim things. Are they going to scissor? Have they scissored since they've started sort of tag teaming? Oh no! Who did that? Ricochet stole that moment from us, kids. What a dick. I love wrestling. How old is Shelton Benjamin? Because he's still competing on a very high level. He's got to be in his 40s. Love me some Ace Austin. Let's use the Google here, Boris. Shelton Benjamin, American professional wrestler. Is 50? Is he really? Yeah, 75, a year older than, wow. Shelton Benjamin's 50. I think that is something that needs to be talked about more. In fact, I'm going to pull a clip of this and tweet it later, that Shelton Benjamin's 50 and that, that is to be applauded. Whoa. Ricochet might pull the T.Y. Jackson and have 9 lives in this battle royal. Oh, Mark Davis sends Bowens over. The battle royal continues. We're going to go to commercial. Hang out. We'll be back for the, I assume, the finish. Well, the down to 2 of this nonsense as we come back from commercial. All right, it looks like we're coming back from commercial. Now, will there be a forearm exchange in this battle royal? That is another question. Oh, we literally got it right from commercial. We get Mark Davis and Brody Lee doing the forearm exchange right out of commercial. Oh, fabulous. I have to adjust the forearm exchange counter. It is now 4. Now, some of these, in fairness, some of these have been very, very quick, but guilty nonetheless. Ah, that made me laugh. I bet you we get another one. I bet you we get another forearm exchange before the end of this battle royal. That is my prediction to you as 50-year-old Shelton Benjamin is eliminated. Mark Davis also eliminated. Luchasaurus also eliminated. Who's left in this damn thing? We got Ricochet. We got Josh Alexander. Who's that? Brody King? And Bandito. And one of the Bishop Magic, Don Juan, and Money motherfucking Mike. And Ricochet, of course, because, you know, reasons. Look at Brody go. Go, Brody, go. Go. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh. Josh Alexander goes for the chop block. What a scumbag. How dare you? Oh, we haven't talked about what I'm having for dinner yet, so we'll do that. Oh, there goes Josh Alexander. Oh. Brody just destroyed Ricochet. But Bishop Magic Don Juan just destroyed Brody. The Demand, that's what they're called. The Demand and Brodito are the last 5 left. That's it. Toa Leona. And Brody eliminates himself and Toa Leone, which means we're left with Bishop Magic Don Juan, Ricochet, and Bandito, if my math is correct. I'll take Ricochet and Bandito all friggin' day. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think Ricochet's still in this. Oh, Bishop Khan is eliminated. The bell has rung. We're down to the last 2. That's a weird, like, I understand, like, I get it, but it's a really weird way to do a battle royal where you get down to 2 and then just like we're done. It's like, it's. I was going to make an analogy, but I'm not going to make it because it's not appropriate. So what next Wednesday? Yeah, Christmas Eve Dynamite. I will not be here because I will be at family doing family Christmas things. But nonetheless, I will PVR it and watch it at a later date. Yeah, when are they taping that anyway? All right, so this is the end of, I assume we're going to commercial, the end of the Dynamite portion of this, which will lead us to the Collision portion of this, even though there's... Oh. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so TSN, which is the home of Dynamite, just went to, ended the show and went to a Plays of the Month thing. Now, USA Network in Canada is the home of AEW Dynamite, but if it's not showing on USA Network, then... Oh, wait. Apparently it is. Well, according to... All right, bear with me. Oh, all right, we're back. We have AEW Collision on USA Network Canada, and I am back in business. So fear not, I'm not going anywhere. We have a Jon Moxley promo. I was just going to talk about what I'm having for dinner, but that will have to wait. If you're just joining us, we're at 4 forearm exchanges so far. Jon Moxley left it all out there. All right, welcome to the Collision Holiday Bash as freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy is making his way to the ring. And we got Nigel McGuinness. Does that mean we get rid of Excalibur and we get Nigel and Tony? So I would be down with that. No disrespect to Excalibur, but I like Nigel and Tony. They make a good pair. Orange Cassidy with only 3 points in the Blue League. I love his one little puff of pyro. I mean, it's all good to me. All right, let's check out the Blue League now. Claudio and Takeshita got 7 points. Moxley's got 6 points, despite 2 losses, and they went too fast and got rid of it, and I couldn't read the rest of it. Don't worry, the dude, the white guy with the cornrows is still in the front row. I probably shouldn't say that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just noticing. Here comes Mascara Dorada, formerly known as Grand Metalik for you WWE fans. Fernando, I agree. There's been some really, really, really good stuff in the in the C2, as the kids call it. Yeah, I mean, I'm never mad at good wrestling matches for the sake of having good wrestling matches. So I'll take more of that any day of the week. I'm with you. All right, there's the bell. We are underway. A modified handshake to start off. Yeah, they just announced Dynamite and Collision here in Edmonton in April, I believe it is. And I believe it is the go home show, the last shows before the Dynasty pay-per-view. So hopefully I'll be able to get myself into that show. I thought they would maybe run a smaller venue. I thought they might maybe run the same venue that TNA ran, but no, they're in the big building, Rogers, where the Oilers played. Last time they were here, the whole upper level was blocked off, and there was only fans on the side facing the hard cam, and it was a weird vibe. It felt been to a lot of wrestling shows, and it didn't feel like a TV show. It felt like a house show in a weird way, because it was a big cavernous space that was maybe a third full. So hopefully they'll get a bigger draw, and it'll be a bit of a better vibe. It was a good show, and I had fun, but it just didn't feel as exciting as I was hoping it would for a live cable TV show. I should see if they'll let me bring a table and set up all my gear and do a live watch along from the actual show. I should send them an email. The worst they can say is no. Still waiting for the Blue Jays to sign Tucker or both. Patiently waiting. Hopefully soon. Nice head scissor takeover from Orange Cassidy. All right, the Continental Classic will continue. We're going to commercial. I broke the seal, so I blame myself. This is on me, guys, so I apologize. We'll be back. All right, we've probably got a couple seconds here before we come back from commercial, so we have time to play the game everyone loves.
What's for dinner? Let's find out. Something tasty, there's no doubt. Boris is hungry, he's ready to eat. Then off to bed, his night's complete. What's for dinner?
Yes. I'm sure you're all dying to know what I'm having for dinner tonight. Tonight will be a burritos, a delicious taco season flavored beef and cheese burrito, and I'm very much looking forward to it, so I can eat it and then go to sleep, because I'm an old man, and that's what I have to do. Yeah. Got the new on-air sign, but like my big head blocks it, so I got to move it. But the problem is there's only so many outlets, and all these things connect with USBs, and I got to do some reconfiguring of my gimmick here. We'll figure it out. Not to worry, as we're back from commercial. I was going to say Grand Metalik, but it is not Grand Metalik. It is Mascara Dorada against Orange Cassidy in the blue, I want to say, league. One of the leagues. The winner of this will tie John Moxley in second place with 6 points. Bear with me here. Sorry. Orange Cassidy and hands in the pocket. Big dive from Dorada. Shooting star from Dorada. I wonder if they're doing anything special with ROH while they're in the UK. Any like Global Wars type thing. Digging through my old hard drive when I found the when they were in Mexico, the old, or not old, it's a few months ago, the ROH CMLL Global War show I never watched. So there's so much stuff. It boggles my mind just because I think back to like my tape trading days, how much content is just readily available if you want to just voraciously devour professional wrestling. The amount of content that's available at your fingertips compared to how things were in the late 90s and early 2000s when I was tape trading, like, you know, waiting for 4 months after a Ring of, like, I remember the first Ring of Honor show, waiting for weeks or months to get a seventh generation copy of that first Ring of Honor VHS just to see it. And now just a click of, you know, your mouse or what have you on your phone or whatever, just the amount of content that's available is mind-boggling to me. If I won the lottery, I'd be quite happy to sit at home, watch wrestling, and stream. Orange Cassidy almost just landed right on his skull. If I could like make a living, even the money I make now from the shoot job, and just watch wrestling and stream, and of course, you know, do the LPW in the commentary, I would be happy as a clam. But that is just not the way the world works, ladies and gentlemen. So I will eat burritos and go to bed and then go to work tomorrow. Oh, the elbow pad has come off. And that can only mean one thing. Why would you take the elbow off to do the orange punch? See, that doesn't make any sense to me either, but oh, beautiful backbreaker from Mascara Dorada. Shooting star lands on his feet, rolls through, body scissors, shoulders down. Oh my goodness. Wasn't Orange Cassidy one of the colony? Wasn't he Fire Ant or Soldier Ant or Aunt Becky? Something like that? I don't know. Oh. Yeah, these guys are gelling really well together, actually. See, I love Tony too, because every so often something wild happens, and Tony, he gives that that reaction that's not like commentator reaction, but more just like, holy shit, that was really cool, because he's, an old school guy who was around in the old school times. So a lot of this stuff is kind of new and improved. So when he's like, oh my God, I've never seen that before, I think that's kind of a nice little layer of his commentary. All right, so Orange Cassidy gets the win. So he's now tied for second place in whatever league it is that he's in. Pardon my chair moving. What did he just throw him? I can't see it. Oh, the sunglasses. The show of respect. So we got Jamie Hayter and Isla Dawn. Isn't Isla Dawn? Wasn't that an NXT person? That name sounds familiar to me for some reason. And then I assume the tag title match then is going to be our main event. Okay, we're in commercial. We'll be back momentarily with more AEW Dynamite. All right, we're coming back from commercial. Athena and Mercedes Moné. Oh, we have the first women's tag team title defense coming up here, it looks like. Well, all right. A whole lot happened in one promo. We got all kinds of challenges, all kind of championship matches. Here comes Jamie Hayter and her retro aesthetic. A hometown, home country hero. So Mercedes putting up her Rev Pro title on the line on Saturday. So one would assume that she'd be losing that title. But again, what the hell do I know? The answer to that question is nothing. Here comes Isla Dawn. I know nothing about Isla Dawn other than the fact that name sounds really familiar to me. Do we think we're going to see new tag champions tonight? It being the main event, one would think, they would save that kind of thing for the main event. But again, as I say all the time, what do I know? I want to try iDrink on Amazon. I wonder if I can get that in Canada. Bear with me. Without caffeine or stimulants, what kind of energy drink is that? IDRINQ. No, IDRINQ. How to increase bone density when all else fails. Okay. I don't think that's what I'm looking for here. Never mind, Amazon. Big kick from Isla Dawn. We're going to commercial already again. All right, we're going to commercial already again. Hang on, we'll be back. So we got to get all these commercials out of the way before we get to the meat of the main event. All right, we're coming back from commercial. I just read the spoilers to what's going on Collision on Saturday, and there's some pretty surprising stuff, but I will not discuss that here because I don't do the spoiler thing because that's just not cool. Jimmy Hayter, Isla Dawn, I assume to be our semi-main event here on the Collision portion of this Wednesday night Dynamite triple hour fiesta. It is official at the pay-per-view, the Babes of Wrath against Mercedes Moné and Athena. That should be fun. $2:30 Eastern. That's like 12:30. I'll still be at work. My goodness. Well, at least I got something to do when I get home. Oh, Hate Breaker. Is that what that's called? Oh, damn, girl. There's the Haterade. And Jamie Hayter is your winner. Respect shown. But, here come the Sisters of Mercy, or no, wait, that's a band. This is one of the Sisters of Sin. The Triangle of Madness. Why can't we have nice things here in All Elite Wrestling? Why? Ow. That would not be fun. Well, here comes Chris Statlander to even the odds. Uh-oh. The numbers game might just be too darn much. Oh, I didn't pay attention to see if there was a boo yay forum exchange in that match. So my numbers might be skewed, but we're at 4 and we still have one more match to go. So what are we doing here, guys? My God, what a cluster that was. I mean, it got where it needed to be, but it was not pretty. A seemingly inadvertent haterade. Yes, indeed, there is. All right. I feel like there's been a lot of commercials. All right, coming up. Main event coming up, so stick around. All right, kids, it is main event time. No, I think it's too early for Chris Statlander to lose that title. I also thought it was too early for Hangman to lose his, to be honest. So maybe they have a bit of a different booking philosophy than I do. I wouldn't think so, but you never know. But I think it's unlikely. Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson. As we await the arrival of the AEW Tag Team Champions, FTR with Big Stoke. I like those title belts. I think the AEW title belts or tag title belts are very nice. But I'm very kind of traditional when it comes to my titles. I like, the gold and Sports Illustrated Tag Team of the Year. Well, when I want professional wrestling news, my go-to Sports Illustrated. Oh, AEW named Promotion of the Year by Sports Illustrated. I bet that sticks in someone's craw a little bit. What's with Juice with the black tights with the green like short gimmick? That's kind of retro old school. Okay, we got to keep an eye out for a forearm exchange because I bet the farm. If I had a farm to bet, I would bet the farm it's gonna happen. All right, the main event underway. I bet you they go to at least one more commercial too. What happens first, the forearm exchange or the commercial? Probably the commercial, and they come out of the commercial with the forearm exchange like they did earlier with Brody King. That's quite the tights on Austin or Colton. I don't know which gun it is. I apologize. Leapfrog, drop down, big shoulder tackle. It's Austin. Okay. Thank you, Tony Schiavone, for explaining to me which gun is which. Yeah, that's quite the look from old Juice Robinson. That's cheating. Paul Turner, Ben Omen's favorite referee, apparently. I wonder if Nigel's going to work any matches during this whole UK thing. He's, popular over there. I love a good inverted atomic drop. Austin saving Juice Robinson from the double suplex. Austin Gunn has some guns, if you will. Ooh, man, that's a bump. I had a feeling they'd be going to commercial. Okay, we're going to take a break, but we got to keep an eye out for the forearm exchange when we come back from commercial. All right, we're coming back from commercial, and I'm prepared. All right, no, we don't have a forum exchange, but all right, I'm saddened by this. I thought that's what we were going to get, but all is not lost because I do believe we're 4 minutes to the hour, but I do believe we're going to have one. Paul Turner doesn't see it. Next Wednesday, Dynamite's at 4:00 Mountain Time. Shit, maybe I will be able to do a quick stream before. Who knows? We'll figure that out when it's time. You can't stand on a dude like that. What is this? Beautiful bump by Cash Wheeler. Oh, there's the tag. Juice Robinson. You know who I think would be a rad tag team? Juice Robinson and Dalton Castle. I think they give off similar vibes, and I think that they would gel well together. Juice Robinson handling business. Are they Juice? There it is. Yeah, these UK fans, they're on top of their game. All right, it's 9 o'clock. We're done here. We've done our 3 hours. Can we cut to the finish here? Let's go. I got to eat my burrito and go to bed. There's the roll up. Oh, that was a little bit close there, boys. Oh, Stokely, you son of a gun. You son of a gun. Is that the handful of powder? When was the last time you saw a handful of powder? I'm kind of cool with that, though. Oh! Are we going to see new champions? Dude! Oh, no. Dax Wilder kicked out in the nick of time. Yes, Fernando, I agree. This has been a really, really fun match. Oh, Austin Gunn looking for the super duperplex. Into the splash. And he splashed his own partner. Is this it? Are we going to see new champions? 1, 2. Oh, my God. Why, God? Why? Yeah, there's been some really good wrestling on this show. I have very much enjoyed. Oh, Austin Gunn just ate shit. I think that might be the beginning of the end of the chances of the BBG winning the titles. I believe the machine is about to shatter. Maybe not. My God. I counted out Austin Gunn, and I shouldn't have. Could it be? Could we be on the verge of witnessing history? He got the foot on the rope. There's controversy. Damn you, Paul Turner. The Bang Bang Gang have the titles, but they are not the champions. Oh, man. We're dusty finishing, sort of. We're dusty finishing here in the United Kingdom. The inverted figure 4. And Juice Robinson taps out as we see fans leaving the building. Well, A, that was a really good match. B, there was no forearm exchange in the match that I saw. And that was a pretty solid 3 hours of professional wrestling content. Nathan Cruz, whoever that is, no disrespect, taking on Eddie Kingston on Saturday. Mercedes Monet's open challenge. All right, so that's going to bring us to the end of another AEW Dynamite Watch Along. We will see you again on Saturday. Again, tune in tomorrow night for the Between Two Beers open house Christmas party tomorrow night. And of course, Saturday night loves CZW Cage of Death open house Christmas party. One of my favorite streams of the year. So definitely come visit us for that. We will see you guys all on Saturday. Thank you so much.